Why does one of the world's best-known restaurant guides come from a tire company? The answer is not food, not at first. It begins with a problem. How do you make people drive? In France in 1900, there were fewer than 3,000 cars. Michelin could sell tires only if those cars actually moved. But early motorists faced bad roads, repairs, fuel, and uncertainty. A car on an empty road was still an unusual sight. So André and Edouard Michelin made a free guide for drivers. It offered maps, garages, fuel, places to sleep, and places to eat. The point was not luxury, it was making departure feel possible. More confident journeys meant more miles on the road. Then one part of the guide began to matter more than the rest: restaurants. In 1920, the guide became paid, dropped advertising, and added hotel and restaurant listings. The question changed from where can I eat to where is worth going. Garages enable a trip, hotels support it, restaurants can redirect it. Now a meal could reshape the route itself. But for that promise to mean something, Michelin needed stronger evidence. One star arrived in 1926. By 1931, the guide had 3 levels. 1 star, worth a stop. 2 stars, worth a detour. 3 stars, worth a special journey. That's the shift. The destination gives the road a reason. Michelin did not abandon tires for food. It connected mobility, travel, and desire. Case closed.